Who and where is Peng Shui? Peng Shui, a Chinese tennis star, disappeared from public view for weeks this month after she accused a top Chinese leader of sexual assault. Who is she and why did she disappear? How has the world responded? What has China said? A simple question has gripped the sports world and drawn the attention of White House, United Nations and others. Where is Peng Shui? The Chinese tennis star disappeared from public view for weeks this month after she accused a top Chinese leader of sexual assault, prompting a global chorus of concern for her safety. Then this weekend, the editor of a Communist Party controlled newspaper posted video clips that appeared to show Peng eating at a restaurant and attending a tennis event in Beijing. A top official in women's tennis, Steve Simmons, said it was positive to see the videos, though he said he remained skeptical that Peng was making decisions freely. China's authoritarian government has a long record of iron-fisted treatment of people who threaten to undermine public confidence in the party's senior leaders. With only a few months to go before Beijing hosts the 2022 Winter Olympic Games, Peng's case could become another point of tension in China's increasingly fractious relationship with the wider world. Who is Peng Shui? The 35-year-old Peng Shui, her family name is pronounced Peng, and the end of her given name rhymes with Y, is a three Olympian whose tennis career began more than 2 decades ago. In February 2014, after winning the doubles crown at Wimbledon with his Shui of Taiwan the year before, Peng rose to become a world number 1 in doubles, the first Chinese player, male or female, to attain the top rank in either singles or doubles. She and Hess took the 2014 French Open doubles title as well. Her doubles career underwent a resurgence in 2016 and 17. But in 2018, she was barred from professional play for 6 months with a 3-month suspension after she was found to have tried to use coercion and financial incentives to change her Wimbledon doubles partner after the sign-in deadline. She has not competed professionally since early 2020. Why did she disappear? Late on the evening of November 2, Peng posted a long note on the Chinese social platform Weibo that exploded across the Chinese internet. In the posting, she accused Zhang Gaoli, 75, a former vice premier, of inviting her to his home about 3 years ago and coercing her into sex. That afternoon, I didn't consent at first, she wrote. I was crying the entire time. She and Zhang became a consensual, if conflicted, relationship after that, she wrote. Zhang had served from 2012 to 2017 on China's top ruling body, the Politburo Standing Committee. Within minutes, censors scrubbed Peng's account from Chinese internet, a digital blackout on her accusations that has been in place ever since. Women in China who come forward as victims of sexual assault and predation have long been met with censorship and pushback. But Peng's account, which has not been corroborated, in the first to implicate such a high-level Communist Party leader, which is why the authorities may have been extra diligent in silencing all discussions of the matter at one point, even blocking online searches for the world tennis. How has the world responded? The censors might have succeeded had Simon, the head of Women's Tennis Association, not spoken out on November 14, calling on Beijing to investigate Peng's accusations and stop trying to bury her case. Confronting China has come with substantial consequences for other sports organizations, but Simon told CNN that the WTA was prepared to pull its business out of China over the matter. Fellow tennis luminaries, the list so far includes Naomi Osaka, Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, Serena Williams, Rafael Nadal, Billie Jean King have been speaking out in support of Peng. Spanish soccer star Gerard Pique posted with the hashtag "Where is Peng Shui" to his 20 million Twitter followers. The Biden administration and the United Nations Human Rights Office have joined the calls for Beijing to provide proof of Peng's well-being. What has China said? Nothing. Not officially, at least. Instead, Chinese state-run news organizations and their employees have been the sole quasi-official voices from the country to weigh in. Notably, they are doing so on Twitter, which is blocked within China. Their messages appear to be aimed specifically at persuading the wider world. First, a Chinese state broadcaster posted an email on Twitter written in English and attributed to Peng that disavowed the assault accusations and said she was just resting at home. Simon dismissed the email as a crude fabrication and said it only deepened his concerns for the tennis star's safety. Then Hu Xing, the editor-in-chief of the state-controlled newspaper Global Times, began sharing videos that appeared to show Peng with 450,000 Twitter followers. In Hu's first Twitter remarks on the subject, he said he didn't believe Peng was being punished for the thing that people talked about, declining even to state the nature of her accusations. On Saturday, Hu posted 2 video clips that he said he had acquired. In one clip, a man speaking with a woman who appears to be Peng at a restaurant when he asked, "Tomorrow is November 20, isn't it?" Another woman at the table corrects him, saying, "Tomorrow is 21st. Peng nods in agreement. The man appears to be Zhang Zui, an executive with the China Open tennis tournament. On Sunday, Hu posted another clip which he said had been shot by a Global Times employee that shows Peng at the opening ceremony of a tennis event in Beijing. Zhang Zui seems to be standing to Peng's right. The China Open posted photos from the same event on Weibo account Sunday. The photos show Peng waving to the crowd and autographing tennis balls. Although the post does not name her, the post has been deleted. Hu has not shared any of these videos on Weibo, where he has 24 million followers. In a statement, Simon of the WTA said the clips alone were insufficient to prove that Peng was not facing coercion. Our relationship with China is at crossroads, he said. Thank you.